Guten Morgen. My name is Monica Liana and I talk about books while doing my makeup sometimes. I'm back. I don't know why anybody would care necessarily that the stranger has disappeared and where she went to, but if you did, a lot has happened. I moved states, I got a new job, I got a house, I got engaged. Sadly, the dogs that you may have seen if you watched my previous videos have passed due to old age, kind of one after another. So that was real fucking shitty. I'm at work. I'm about to go in. I just wanted to do this video before I went because I feel like if I didn't do this video, I don't know when I was going to get around to doing it. So I wanted to at least just do a video and just say I'm back. Say that it's because of a lot happening in my life. And 2024 was exhausting, as I'm sure for a lot of people. And 2025, I just wanted to get back to positive things, back to happy things, back to just things that I liked doing. And this was just one of them that I was like, you know, why not? Like, who knows if they were to watch it and everything like that, but at the same time, I'm like, it's free. Like, why not? Like, if I get joy out of it, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, I'm not getting compensated or anything for it. So, like, I just want to be part of the book community. That's really what it is. It's like, I just want to be part of the conversation. Like, I feel like I have good takes on stuff, or I have recommendations that maybe people never really heard about and everything like that, that I can, you know, why not? So this is my, I guess, comeback of 2025 in the sense of like, I just want to be back to just having fun and just talking to people and just, you know, put my stuff out there. And if people watch it, cool. If not, I'll speak into the void. It doesn't really matter. It's like, it really doesn't. It's just, this is more or less of me. Cause like I said, a lot of things have happened with, you know, a lot of positives. Like, I moved the state from where I didn't want to. I got a house, I got engaged, and I do have 3 new babies, little puppies and stuff like that. Since my 2 passed and everything like that, we got around to getting new dogs and stuff like that, and we got 3 almost at the same time, which is, I don't recommend, but at the same time, at least they're gonna grow up together and be happy, and they do all get along. So it's been exhausting, but at the same time, good. And then, of course, bad things happening with over drinking, which I've started my sobriety, gained a lot of weight, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I just started feeling awful because of it. And it's like, so I'm starting to work on losing weight, which I'm not trying to get like skinny. It's more of a, like, I just don't feel like feeling like crap. That's really what it is. I'm just tired of feeling like crap. And like, you know, getting dogs out and stuff. And that's another reason why I kind of got them, because when I had my other 2, they kept me like getting out and doing stuff, because, you know, they had to. Like, I can't have them and not get them out. And like, now when they were gone, I just felt like walking just felt odd to me. And I know that's a weird thing, but it's like, it did. So I was like, okay, well, I like having dogs in the sense of like, it just, I don't know, I like walking with dogs and just a whole bunch of other stuff. And I just decided that, like, yeah, I just want to get back into doing positive things. And one of the things that has always been a positive is reading. I love reading. Granted, don't get me wrong, 2024 was not the best reading year, but I will be coming out with a video with my recommendations of some releases that I don't think anybody ever talked about, or just even some books that like didn't come out necessarily last year, but they're books that I found last year that I liked and everything like that, that I've never heard anybody talk about, like some translated work, that, because I love translated work and stuff like that. So yeah, so that will be what I probably talk about after that. But before we talk about those, I wanted to talk about the 2 books that I read this year as of 2025. One is the Will Dean book called The Chamber. I actually started it last year, but I finished it this year, so I'm going to have to say it's my first book of 2025. And it was a 3. I how do you say? It's about a woman who is a deep side welder slash oil driller, I believe is her job. And the idea of it was cool, but it was so procedural that, like, if you're not into that job or even curious about that job, you're going to find it very boring because it's very procedural, which is not a bad thing. It was just a situation of, like, it's a thriller. It's a thriller. It's not really a mystery. There's not much of a mystery. There is something that happens and keeps kind of happening, but at the end of the day, it's not really like a mystery. It's just a thriller, which, to tell you the truth, in a movie I think would actually have been good. And then the second book that I read this year, or that I listened this year, and it was just because it was free on the Libby app, was Freida McFadden's like Husband's Lie. I'll throw it up here at some point or something like that. This book, I know, to tell you the truth, I think it was supposed to be awful. Like, I think it's even in this description about how, like, it's satirical and everything like that. It's awful. Like, seriously. I mean, it's kind of funny because it literally talks about the fucking dress, about, you know, the black and blue and the white and gold. It talks about that. And it talks about, like, Nickelback, I think, and it talks about some weird stuff and very corny stuff, and I think it even talks about Freida McFadden, the woman that wrote the book. It puts her in the book, as in even talks about her books. So I think it's supposed to be kind of like a little, I think it was supposed to be dumb. I do, but, like, goddamn, was it dumb at the same time. It was dumb, and it was dumb. Like, I don't recommend it. I mean, granted, if you want to get it for free on the Libby app, sure, but, like, I rolled my eyes so many times, and the only reason I stuck with it is because it was 3 hours long. The only reason I stuck with it, because I was just like, this is awful. And I looked at the description again, and I was like, I think this is supposed to be awful, but, like, this is, like, awful. So I don't recommend. And I'm like, granted, I'm not a big Freida McFadden fan. I do like some of her books. I'm not a hater, I'm not a lover. She's kind of like, there's a book, maybe if I can get it for free, sure, but at the same time, she's not somebody that I will ever pay any money to read her books. I'm sorry, will never pay money to read her books. And this one proved it. This was awful. And like I said, I think it was supposed to be awful, but goddamn was it awful. But yeah, I gotta go to work. I definitely would like to continue doing this, and if anybody is actually happy that I'm back, thank you, because that would be shocking. But yeah, I just kind of just wanted to I don't know, do something positive and do something happy. So let's do that.